Hey, if you like numbers and data, this is the video for you. Here's a theory that I'm going to propose. I'm going to back this up with some numbers. Is the stock market simply another byproduct of the old supply and demand economic theory? What do I mean by that? Let me give you some stuff. In 1970, there were approximately 4,500 to 5,000 publicly traded companies. Now, why did I pick 1970? Because it's a round number and it was before legislation for 401ks was passed later in the decade. The U.S. population in 1970 was estimated to be about 203 million. Where are we now? In 2026, the U.S. population is estimated between 343 and 349 million. So a lot more than we had 56 years ago. Assets in the stock market are estimated to be at 13.8 trillion. I said in the stock market. That's not entirely true. That's in 401ks, 403bs, 457s, etc. Employer-sponsored plans. If you add in defined benefit programs, or what we call pensions, you're now at $26.8 trillion worth of assets in those plans. Expected contributions in all the employer-sponsored plans are supposed to be between 550 and 600 billion in 2026. When we add in IRAs, that's another 90 to 100 billion dollars of contributions. So why am I bringing up all these numbers? If there is, let's take the high numbers, $27 trillion in employer plans, both defined contribution and defined benefit, and we've got contributions going in the neighborhood of 700 billion every year, and yet the choices to put that money haven't kept up with the population growth or the amount of money being dumped into those plans. Doesn't the market kind of have to go up? Now you could say, well, you could buy bonds. You could, but unless you're taking income or you're just a really conservative investor, those aren't the best place to put your money. We were told when we came in this business 30 years ago that on average, 7 years out of 10 are positive for the stock market. Let's just think about the last 20 years. We had a big drop in 2008, which some of you will remember. We had a little tiny drop in 2018. We had a pretty good drop in 2022. So all I'm saying is in the last 20 years, we've had two big downturns, which would be 1 in 10 in a small drop. That's nowhere near 6 down years. That's half. So I'm just wondering if the old formula about 7 out of 10 years are positive needs to be modified to be more like 8 to 9 years out of 10 are going to be positive, because where are all these trillions of dollars going to go? Thanks for considering this, and thanks for watching.